Hey, it's Marius. I'm back at the end with another beatdowns fights video. I don't really do this like every day. It's just when I feel like it, and today I feel like doing it. Tomorrow, maybe not. Maybe I don't know. So I like I say every time I enjoy doing these videos, and it's a way I connect with my best friend and all that, and just makes me happy to do these videos. And like I say, each time I got inspiration from Danko, but my channel is a bit different. Like his channel, he takes any fictional characters, but for me, I do anything. Like for example, if I take like a Vigo fight, like the Banshee from Halo, versus the Tie Fighter from Star Wars, or like the Xenomorph versus the Dominus Rex, or my favorite dinosaur, the D-Rex versus like Mr. Incredible or something kind of like that. So let's get right to it. So the first fight I got is the Mandalorian versus Jango Fett. After that fight, I got Indiana Jones versus Oddjob from, I think it was Goldfinger, that James Bond movie. After that, I went to a one-on-one fight. It's the Skull Trooper versus the Super Battle Droid. After that fight, got the Kakamoras from the Moana movies versus the Ewoks from Star Wars. After that fight, got Ghost from the Thunderbolts movie versus Black Widow. And the last fight is Shadow versus Tai Lung. So who wins these fights? Well, we're gonna find out here. So the thing with the Mandalorian here, Mando is obviously a very skilled fighter. Like obviously very skilled, but he's plenty tough and durable. Like just taking attacks, no problem. From weird looking aliens to droids and all that. But taking a blast from IG-11's blasters is pretty impressive. But I think Jango Fett just outclasses Mando here. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Mandalorian because he's like one of my favorite bounty hunter. Jango Fett's my second favorite bounty hunter in Star Wars. Like, Jango is a very skilled hand-to-hand fighter, but yeah, he didn't really last long in the movies because Mace Windu killed Jango Fett. But still, Jango, with his experience, he might be able to win this fight. I think he has the better gear and a better fighter here. Like, it is close between the two bounty hunters. But I still think Jango Fett wins this fight. Like, it is a very close fight, but I think Jango would win that fight. So the next fight is Indiana Jones versus Oddjob. So this would be a fun fight to see though, but who'd win if these guys ever encounter each other in a fight? So Oddjob is my second favorite character in the James Bond movies. For me, it's Jaws and Oddjob. Like, Oddjob is not really the greatest hand-to-hand fighter, but he's a great fist fighter himself. Like, he has a sharp rim hat, can do some damage in a fight. But he's surprisingly durable too. Like, surprisingly a great fighter, but Indy just outclasses Oddjob here. Well, he's obviously the better fighter, but Indy is kind of like a superhuman. Like, he's taking punishment after punishment and get punched by the Demi boxer, keep on going. He's kind of at least a little bit superhuman. Like, you may not think he is superhuman because he can bleed out, but if he's taking attacks from Mo Ram in the enemy boxer, he's kind of at least a little bit superhuman. But I think between the two here, the main advantage Indiana Jones has here is bullet and his revolver. And that really gonna gives Indy the way more advantage over Oddjob. Like, don't get me wrong, Oddjob is a great fist fighter. He has his hat as his weapon, but I think Indy can just easily outsmart Oddjob in this fight. outlast Oddjob go with it hand in hand, and Oddjob cannot counter all that. Great fight, but I think Indy should win that fight. So the next one is a one-on-one fight. It's the Scout Trooper versus the Super Battle Droid. So the Scout Troopers are in the original movies. Super Battle Droids were in the prequel movies. But if these two ever encounter each other, just one-on-one, who would win in this fight? Obviously, I think the Super Battle Droid. Like, the Scout Trooper is a great hand-to-hand fighter. Like, they're actually fighting against Han Solo, but actually Han Solo was the one who actually flipped one over his head. So Scout Troopers are kind of heavy because of their armor, but Han Solo did that with ease. Like, when you talk about the Scout Troopers, you have to talk about Han Solo, because that's actually one of my favorite movie fights. Like, the Scout Trooper vs. Han Solo fight is actually one of my personal favorite movie fights. Like, it wasn't really last long though, but the Scout Trooper was actually able to send Solo at least a little bit, like, not like completely like punched him instead of flying, but yeah, Scout Trooper kind of sent him flying, but not as much though. But Scout Troopers are insanely physically strong though. But the Super Battle Droids are just way more impressive here. They're obviously stronger and tougher than the Scout Trooper. Like, you might want to say that the Scout Trooper is the better hand-to-hand fighter, but the Super Battle Droid is basically meant for combat and designed for combat too. They're basically like a legit weapon. Like, they have their rockets and their blasters. But I think between the two here, it's just a big ask to beat someone who's stronger than you. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I love the Scout Troopers. They're definitely my top 5 for a version of a Stormtrooper. I think for me it goes the Sand Trooper, the Snow Trooper, the Scout Trooper, the Clone Trooper, and the First Order Stormtrooper. This is definitely my top 5 favorite versions of a Stormtrooper. And they're both great, but I think the Super Battle Droid would win that fight. So this is a fun fight. It's the Kakamores from the Moana movies going against the Ewoks. So I think between the two, the Ewoks would win this fight easy. Like, the Kakamores are very skilled fighters. Like, they're surprisingly agile, but the two main weapons they use are spears and blow darts. But they're surprisingly skilled. But the thing with the Ewoks, they're just way better fighters. Like, actually legit going up against Stormtroopers here. They are crafty little things too. Like, they got their swinging rock things, they got their spears, they got their bow and arrows. Like, that's impressive. This is way more weapons the Ewoks are using than Kakamora is. Like, these two armies are very good in the fight. But I still think the Ewoks are outclassing the Kakamoras here. So yeah, the Ewoks would win that fight. So the next fight is Ghost from the Thunderbolts movie, coming against Black Widow, aka Natasha Romanoff. I think that's because there are 2 Black Widows. It's Black Widow and her sister Alina, but I don't use the Alina as much as the normal Black Widow, so I think between the two, I think Ghost would win this fight easy. Like, Ghost can phase through attacks, no problem. Because, well, she can phase. So that's a big advantage over Black Widow. But I think Ghost is just a way better fighter and more durable here. Like, taking an attack from Sentry in that movie is impressive. But Black Widow, through her movies, was surprisingly skilled and agile. You never really seen Ghost using her agility, but she has had her durability tested. It is very close. It's actually a close fight. But it's not just I'm being biased, because Ghost is my favorite character of all time in the Thunderbolts movie. For me, it's Ghost in the Sentry, but I still think Ghost would win this fight. So the next one, the final fight in this video, is Shadow from Sonic 3 going against Tai Long. So out between the two, Shadow is easily winning this one. Like, Tai Long is surprisingly strong and a skilled fighter. Like, he's surprisingly fast too, fighting his opponent overpower Shifu, but not overpowering Shadow here. Like, Shadow is just way more impressive. He's stronger, he's tougher, taking attacks from Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails, which is all Team Sonic, but just overpowering Team Sonic. It's very close, but I still think Shadow would win this fight. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, so bye for now.